All right, guys, so you're going to change out your outlet inside your residential home. So you are literally just going to need, if you're swapping out an outlet in your house, you just need a screwdriver and then some needle nose pliers. So you should be in your handyman bag, so it shouldn't be too difficult, okay? So let's take a look. If you see here, you have a white wire, which is typically on a silver screw. You have your ground, which is typically on the green screw. And then if you swap this, turn this around, then you have your black wire, which is your hot wire, to the brass colored screw. Okay, you want to make sure before you do any of this, before you take off this outlet, you want to make sure the breaker's turned off. That way you don't electrocute yourself. So let's go ahead and get these swapped out. So what you first want to do is you want to take off on your neutral and your ground wire. You'll leave the hot wire towards the end. Okay, I'm going to drop that screw because I'm putting an entire new outlet here, and it comes with the screws. Okay, obviously there's that. So now we have these two. Okay, now we're going to turn this over. Obviously you always just want to continue practicing safe electrical procedures. So I'm just going to take this off. Alright, so there we go. As you can see, all these have small little hoops, and the reason for that is because it's easier for it to grasp around the actual screw, and that way you don't have to, that way it doesn't slip out. So if it's just straight, it'll slip out, but you want to make sure this is hooped around, and it's not going to allow it to actually come out. Okay, so now you got your ground, you got all your wires. Okay, so because these have already been pre-hooped, you want to just open these up a little bit so that on the new screws, they're able to wrap around the screw with ease. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just open these up a little bit. You don't want to open them all the way. So here's our new outlet. Okay, you want to keep this needle nose plier close by. So hot wire will do last. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this around. So as you can see, if it wraps around, so again, outlet, right? We have the silver on the left side, we have the ground on the left side, and then the brass colored, so like that gold colored, it's going to be on the right side. That's hot. These are always going to be hot. And these are your neutrals and your ground. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this inserted here. Okay, if you're having difficulty, you can always open up that hoop a little bit more. Okay, can you see that? Okay, come in a little closer. So see how it's wrapped around? So what we're going to do now is we're going to pinch this. Okay, we're going to pinch that. We're going to bring that backwards. And now it's hooped around, and the end of the actual wire is towards the back of the outlet. Okay. Okay. You want to go ahead and tighten this up. Really like this ratchet screw. It's got like a nice, it allows you to not let go of the actual screw, and it just makes things just so much easier. Okay, so again, we're going to do the same thing here. You're going to grab your needle nose. Okay, see how I close that? See how it's closed off? Tighten that up really nice because you don't want that to get loose. Okay, so last wire. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and bring those wires in. You want to bend them in neatly. So now here's your last wire, which is your hop. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and rotate that. We're gonna go ahead and open that up a little bit just to make it work a little better. Okay, I'll go ahead and close that out. See what I'm doing there? Okay, if it doesn't go in, it's okay. Pull it back out. It has to feel good once it goes in, okay? If it doesn't, then it can cause problems in the future. We don't want problems. Okay? Okay. Okay, we're gonna tighten that up. Okay, this will tighten this one up. Okay, so now that you've wired your outlet, you're gonna push your wires in, okay? And so that's how you replace an outlet in your residential home. Okay, make sure you tighten every screw. That way they're not loose and they don't make any contact with any other wire if that were to occur. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna screw in this screw right here. Hold it in place. And we want to get our final one right down here. Okay. So if you need to change out any outlets in your house, make sure you take these necessary steps by always making sure that your breaker's off, making sure the green is the ground, the silver screws are the neutrals, and your hot wires are going to be on your right with the brass or gold colored screws, guys. And that's how you replace an outlet in your residential house. Alright guys, so now you're going to take your outlet cover, and there's one screw here. It's always flathead for the most part, and it goes right down the center, and it goes right in that screw hole there, okay? So go ahead and just tighten it up, and you should be set to go. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe so you can see more videos. Hit that like button so a lot of other people can benefit from this video. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'm sure either myself or a few other individuals will be able to answer any questions you may have.